Hello, my name is Megatron Bison and welcome to part 4 of Let's Play Kickmaster on the NES. We have now arrived at the Bottomless Crevasse, and almost immediately we're introduced to my favourite enemy in this game, the cape-wearing apes. I also get to show off the lightning spell for defeating stage 3 boss, and a nice little detail is that if the spell actually looks a lot like the boss if you look closely at the top there where it first appears. I also show off the clone power, which as I said before proves to be a little useless. Perhaps if I'd taken a book out of Ninja Gaiden 2's Shadow Clones it could have been more useful, but oh well, there it just sits there. The caped ape enemies, while not particularly dangerous, are still apes wearing capes, which I find a little more fantastic than I probably ought to. Just look how fun they are. Carrying on, we'll also be getting introduced to another new enemy in this game, but this time it's much more annoying. Welcome to the teleporting mage enemies. They randomly shift to different locations, although there's a high chance they'll sometimes teleport in an area where they can't use their spell effectively at all. They will definitely appear underneath the ground at different points. But if you have a little patience like I do here, you can wait until they appear somewhere convenient and then kick their asses in the next week. This level also has some of my favourite music from this game, and aside from that, it's one of the stingiest when it comes to handing out experience items, so you really ought to be careful and make sure to pick up every single one you can if you want to level up this time. Again, just taking on these cape ape enemies, the knee drops serving us very effectively once again. Just about avoiding those painful skull items, and once again it's a little gauntlet of these here mage enemies. Like I said, sometimes they'll just disappear and then just show up again, so a nice kick to their face when they do show up somewhere handy that you can reach, and they're easily defeated. As you can see, coming up here is the not so subtly hidden spell for this level. First though, we have the NES's #1 feared enemy, which is deadly birds. They don't seem so bad here, but trust me, they get extremely aggravating. I just bait one out here. Trust me, that makes them look a lot easier than they are. And the hidden spell this time is the Life 2 magic, and again, I love how they say it heals your life bar a lot. Apparently, a lot means 4 energy segments. Still though, the item can literally be a lifesaver. And again, the birds, I'm making them look easier than they are because I know where they're going to spawn, but they're not easy at all. They in fact are probably the most aggravating enemy in this entire game. There's just something about the NES and birds that somebody decided, I know, birds must be the deadliest creature on planet Earth, especially if you're a ninja or kung fu master. Anyway, as you just seen though, I've leveled up here and I get to demonstrate Thonolan's new double roundhouse kick. Well, once again, while trying to show it off, I get double teamed by these birds. You really do need good timing to use it effectively, otherwise you're just going to get smacked around like I've been. Great. It can be pretty handy though at points, at least it gives you a little extra time. And over here we've got the awkward combination of platforming with bottomless pits, as well as irritating bird enemies that can knock you straight down those pits for an instant kill. They're so considerate, these programmers. All I can really stress is to be patient, bait the birds somewhere convenient to you, take them out or avoid them, then just try to handle the platforming carefully. As seen there, knee drops are effective if you can just land on them right as they're going past you, otherwise you're in trouble. And over here I show that Thonolan can stand perfectly upright on one leg while the other is standing on nothing. That's definitely got some strong legs there or something. And anyway, this time we're going to be going against the mini-boss, which is a repeat of the mini-boss from stage 3, although this time it seems to have a more female form rather than the double sword carrying enemy. And you can fight it with the exact same tactics, and with the lack of the sticky ground, if anything it makes this battle easier than the first time, which is kind of strange. A double front kick to the face. And then I decide, hang on a minute, energy bar's not looking great, let's try this heal spell. And I'm gonna heal myself a lot. Yep. That sure is a lot. Carry on here though. Almost immediately after defeating this first boss, we'll be fighting this level's boss, which is some kind of chimera. But as I'll show here, it's not really that much of a threat. You stick close while it's jumping about, that way you can avoid its fireballs and get in easy attacks, and then when it starts doing these charges here, it can actually be kind of easily taken out just by baiting it to the one side of the screen. I'm not showing it very effectively here, but basically every time as it charges towards the other side of the screen that you're on, you can get in easy knee drops. Just like that. And once again, you get all the experience items somehow. I must have had the gods on my side this day. And our reward for beating this boss is the Pulse Wave Spurt, which is an improvement over the bouncy ball and similarly cheap. Thanks again for watching this Let's Play, and hopefully we'll see you again next time for more Let's Play Kickmaster.